their hands are University of New Mexico.
And even with all of those spaces, it can still be a challenge for them to find parking. Target 7 reporter Priscilla Ress investigates the problem.
Diane, we found what appeared to be able-bodied students taking handicapped parking spaces. Their cars all had handicapped placards, but we discovered that some of those placards really didn't belong to the students.
You know, I was born with my disability.
John Chimarusti competing on the UNM campus for a handicapped parking spot.
Sometimes it is hard. Luckily, there's one spot left when I got here. Young lady 2 cars down just grabbed a spot right before me.
In the lot where John finally found his spot, every car has a handicapped placard.
It was actually given to me.
Given to you by whom?
By a friend of mine.
So you're not handicapped?
That's actually none of your business.
Which one of these did you check off to get your handicapped placard? Cannot walk 100 feet?
No.
Cannot walk without the use of
I borrowed my grandma's because I was late this morning.
This woman tells me it is her right to park here. But it's not your placard?
No. But it's the only vehicle in the family, so...
So you took the placard and parked in a handicapped spot here, but that's not what the handicapped placard's for.
No, I took the car.
But you parked in a handicapped parking space and you're not handicapped, right?
I am handicapped. It depends on how you would define it.
Here's how the state defines it. If you meet the following criteria, you can get a permit that allows you to have a placard. You can't walk 100 feet without stopping for a rest. Can't walk without a brace, a cane, or crutch. You have a severe cardiac condition. You've lost one or both of your legs. And if students using someone else's handicap placard to get a spot sounds familiar, it should.
Every day, it's always a challenge to find a parking space.
That's from a University of New Mexico student interviewed 2 years ago for a Target 7 report about students using someone else's handicap placard to score prime parking.
It's my brother's. He's handicapped.
So why do we see the same problem?
Our parking enforcement officers can ticket vehicles, not people.
That's part of the problem. Unlike your license plate, which is issued to your vehicle, the state issues handicap placards to an individual to make it easy to take the placard from one car to another. But the placard doesn't have any picture identification, so you don't really know if the placard belongs to the driver.
And our officers don't have the authority to confront individuals.
The way we did. Well, then why are you in a handicapped parking space? Going up to students and asking was the only way of verifying the placard. What about this identification number on the placard? That information is not available in the state data bank.
And I wish there was more we could do about it.
Each placard comes with a permit, which the owner must carry. One solution, a picture ID on the permit.
If you were to ask somebody or law enforcement to ask them to see it, they could see not only the placard number, they could match that up, but they could also match the photo to the individual.
In the meantime, the disabled will still have to compete for what is rightfully theirs. How do you think your grandmother would feel about you using her handicapped placard? Or maybe some of your other classmates who are really handicapped?
What offends me is they don't understand what it's like having a challenge.
We checked with other schools. Anyone with a handicap placard at the University of Colorado at Boulder must register it with the school. At the University of Massachusetts in Amherst, campus police can confront anyone they suspect of using someone else's placard. But at UNM, officials tell us this would be considered a violation of a person's privacy, especially anybody that has a disability, but they appear to be able-bodied.
And you apparently had several people who told us that, you know, they were truly handicapped and they get confronted because they appear to be able-bodied.
But that's why making these placards identifiable, making sure that the rightful owner is identified with this placard may be the perfect win-win situation.
Match it up and make sure.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you, Priscilla. Well, our Target 7 team is always looking for tips about scams, scandals, or corruption around New Mexico. And if you know of something that we should investigate, that we need to know about, call 884-6347 or email target7@thenewmexicochannel.com.
Well, tomorrow is going to be a very busy day at the